Hello everybody, I'm in my new garage and I will be building my stands for my fish tanks. This is my layout here. I'll be placing them and the way that I measured the layout, I'm going to be making a U shape running along this side of the wall, coming across the front of the garage and back towards me. This is my garage. I'm going to go ahead and paint this with some kills. Preparatory work to fight against any possible mold that I might see. So I've definitely got some painting to do. I got a little workbench over there. I'll take some after pictures and videos, footage of the painting. Here's all my lumber. I'm going to be building 3 stands, double stacked for 180's. I'm going to be building 3 stands double stacked for 180's, 1 double stack 120, and 2 double stacks for 240's. And I had Home Depot cut all my lumber, and they told me they'd do it for free when I ordered. And when I went down to pay for the package, they gave me a bunch of guff and said, "Oh man, we only give you free for 1 cut." But anyway, I got it for free. I'm sure they were happy with me because these are a lot of pieces. I got some 2x8s I'm going to be using for my 8-foot tanks for the runners, top and bottom. I got some I'm going to use 2x8s for all the runners on the bottom, so it keeps it off about 8 inches off the ground. Plus my plywood's 3/4 inch thick, which would give me almost 9 inches total ground clearance. So I'll be right back after I get the first stand built and kind of give you an idea what I'm looking at. Well, I've got all 3 of my double stack 180's built. Here's a couple of 240's I started, and I ran out of supplies. But after talking to my wife / financial advisor, I've come to the conclusion that I'm going to have to cancel out one of these 240's due to overall expenses and add that to my fish room later. But as you can see, on the bottoms, I'm using 2x8's. And 3/4 inch plywood to keep my tank a little higher off the ground. Had to improvise and adjust for these centers right here. These are going to be where my upper shelf supports are going to be going across. As you can see over here on my 2x6's. This is for my 180. My supports, and they're going to tie in here so it's double supported. And these run across, and you put your 3/4 plywood on top. These are 24 inches wide, 6 feet long. It's like 72.5 inches inside the inside. It gives me some play room to get the tanks in there. On my 240's, I used, let's see here, they're obviously a little bit longer, meaning I'm going to have more supports going through the bottom and the top. Here I went every 2 feet, and I use 2x6's. As you can see, it's offset a little bit. Basically, the reason for this is I'm going to double up the 2x6's on the front and the back. So I'm going to slap another one right here against this 2x6 and run her on down, so works out to be a 4x6 support all the way around the frame. And then I got my 2x6s, my center. The bottom underneath here is identical, except it only has a 2x8, and it's single, and it's on the floor, which is all concrete, so it's got plenty of support all the way around it, so I don't need to double up here. I'm doubling up here just to ensure support. As you can see, the inside is sitting on my 2x6 here and over there, the same. So the frame is sitting on top of my supports all the way around. Now, to add extra support for concern, I could put a couple uprights here and over here on the back side of my stands that I'm not going to be moving, so I can still slide my tanks inside. So I'm going to be disassembling this one here and finishing off this one and building my 120 gallon double stack, which here's all the wood for that. I think there's extra wood in here. Not much. Actually, no, this is all the wood I need. I got these all pre-cut to specific measurements. This is 48.5. This is for the horizontal structure, just like you see here. It's going across. That gives me a 1/2 inch of play. These ones here are going to be for the outside uprights, like you see here. And the shorter ones, those are going to be for the inside supports, allowing room for my horizontal support on top. And these here are going to be for the bottom frame. I got 2x8s on the bottom and 2x6s for the top. And I've got to cut some extra supports for, because I ran short, I had to use some extra stuff because somebody made a mistake on my cut. But anyway, that's the basic idea. These things are really sturdy. They're not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Once I get these in place, I will come back and show you what it looks like, and just my layout and what I had in mind. Alright, my stands are completed. This is coming out of my garage, or my house into my garage. I still got to paint, but this is the setup. I got two 6-foot double stack for 180s right here, a double stack 180 on the end, and I'm going to start with my double stack 240, right on into my double stack 120. I had to cut, like I said, one of my 240s out till I build my house for finance purposes and room. Obviously I ran out of space. Back here, I left me about 18 inches so I can walk back there and make sure I get filters. Plus it keeps being away from the wall, as it can work for better insulation. Walk down the back of my tanks as I run into the wall. I've got about a foot away from the garage door, so I can again walk back through there if I need to adjust anything. This is how I line my tanks up at the top. Try to get it as square as possible, but I'm not too worried about it. It looks good, you can't tell. And we'll walk across. Show you the back side of the 120 and the 240. As you can see, this would be the back side, and yeah, I could still probably pull a four-wheeler or snow machine or something in the garage if I needed to. My workbench is going to be a little more organized. But this would be my little fish room. As far as the builds go, I used 3-inch screws, which I took some pictures of. You guys will have pictures of the tools I used. Here's the